Hey everyone, it's your commish here bringing you a matchup between Lance and Eric. This one is the matchup of the week. So this one will definitely be highlighted on the weekly newsletter just because of how close this matchup ended up being. So let's dive in to see how things unfolded here. Patrick Mahomes, 41.72 points, absolutely shredded the Eagles defense. It was kind of embarrassing at times where me as a Raider fan, I'd be like, oh yeah, look, the Eagles, they can beat the Chiefs. And 2 seconds later, Chiefs marched right back down the field, getting another touchdown. So it was a very exciting game there. Both teams scored a lot of points, but Mahomes just got his team the win for sure this week. Justin Herbert had 27.28 points on Monday Night Football. Had a pretty good game, 3 touchdowns, very efficient. So he was carving up the Raiders left and right here all night long, which I definitely did not enjoy seeing, by the way. But not surprised. Justin Herbert is an absolute beast. He's going to be a great quarterback here for years to come. And in fantasy, he's already looking like a stud. DeAndre Swift had 6.9 points, probably his worst game of the season because he's been like a top 3, 4, 5 running back in fantasy. Just didn't happen for him this week here against the Bears. 8 carries, 16 yards, 4 receptions, 33 yards. So he still got some numbers, just nowhere near elite by a stretch. Chris Carson left this game, I think, early, or even he had 13 carries, 30 yards. I know he got hurt. I can't remember if that happened later in the week with his neck or if it happened during the game, but his numbers did not look good. So I just kind of assumed maybe he got hurt in the game. Only 3.6 points, had 1 catch for 1 yard, so whopping. So he might be out here for a couple weeks while he heals up on that neck. Melvin Gordon had 7.7 points, 9 carries, 56 yards, 2 receptions, 11 yards. So very ho hum, very meh game for him. He's still splitting carries with Devontae Williams. I think it's gonna be a matter of time before the young guy takes over. But Gordon's still edging in some carries here and there, so he's still startable. Just not a great game from here. Kareem Hunt, 15.6 points. He had a better game actually than Nick Chubb. That's how dynamic this backfield is. It's like they take turns having huge games, or they both have really good games together. It's really a dominant run game they have there in Cleveland. So they got the win 14-7. They won a whole lot of the points in this game, but it's great for when you want to run the ball because it eats up clock and you play with the lead, and that's how the Browns want to play, right? They don't want Baker throwing the ball 30, 40 times. So Hunt eating there for the Browns. Mike Evans, 11 points, had 7 catches, 75 yards. Of course, no touchdowns because Timmy Brady could not get the ball in the end zone this game. But still a good production there considering there was no touchdowns in the game for Evans. DeAndre Hopkins at 8.7. High scoring game there for the Cardinals there against the Rams, but he couldn't get into the end zone, so it really capped his upside there. Odell Beckham Jr. had 2 receptions, 27 yards, had 1 carry for 4 yards too. So they're trying to give him the ball, but it's just not happening for him. The OBJ of old just hasn't been here for a long time, and will he ever show up again? I don't know. But he's been very uneven here this year. But it's also, I think, because of the Browns' passing attack is just not happening. It's not the priority for this offense. Jamar Chase having a fantastic rookie season. This is his first week not scoring a touchdown though. Had 10.7 points, had 77 yards receiving, so very nice game for him. TJ Hawkinson, 6.2 points from the tight end spot, very solid. Jared Cook ate up the Las Vegas Raider defense there on Monday night, had 6 catches, 70 yards, and a touchdown, sticking it to his former team, which, of course, I love seeing. Not really, but it's all good. We got the Walrus. But Cook got his revenge this game. Cole Beasley had 2.6 points. Not a lot going on there. Caught both his targets, just didn't get targeted much in a blowout against the Texans. Deontay Johnson, 19.7 points. Got targeted a ton, but the depth of targets just not there. Big Ben's out throwing the ball down the field. He did get a touchdown there, though, Deontay did, but Steeler offense is definitely in chaos right now. Ryan Suckup had 13 points, Very nice kicking game for him. Very elite numbers there. 13 points. That's killing it at the kicker spot. And Gavin Joseph, George Joseph. I don't know his first name, but he had only 1 point. So until you have a better kicking day, Mr. G Joseph, I'm always going to call you G Joseph. Not even going to look up your first name. You need to have better kicking numbers than that. Let's see. And then the Buffalo defense finally had 23 points. Monster day, killing the Texans offense. They couldn't do anything against the Buffalo defense. And the Buccaneer defense had 10 points to get the win over the Pats. So, Lance, you pull out an excellent win, close win here against Erik. So congrats to you, man. You move on to 3-1. So your season's off to an excellent start. So you're up there, definitely in that playoff discussion here early in the season. And 1-3, tough start, man, but still plenty of time to get back on track. You might need to make some tweaks here to your roster just to get some more firepower going. Make maybe some arrangements here for Chris Carson being out, but you have plenty of time to bounce back. But congratulations to you, Lance. Hell of a game, hell of a win. Erik, 1-3, but get off the mat, man. Pull off some W's here.